Hey, what's going on? This is Thomas. Welcome back to the channel. People say attempting and completing a 100-mile ultra marathon is a life-changing experience, that it is a unique journey into a world of pain, suffering, and uncertainty, and that you achieve a sense of incredible accomplishment and humility once you cross the finish line. While I agree with all of that and more, I do wish someone had told me what would happen after I ran 100 miles. Here are 8 things which I learned after completing a 100-mile ultra marathon. If you've done a marathon, you'll know it is a struggle to walk downstairs after the race or the next day. This usually resolves in a day or two, but not after a 100-mile ultra marathon. This struggle could go on for days, so you need to be prepared to embrace the social awkwardness that is projected by you as you waddle around like a duck and hold on to staircase rails for dear life. Your sleep pattern will be disrupted for a few days as your traumatized body is still processing what the fuck just happened to it. Running releases all kinds of wonderful chemicals into the bloodstream, including serotonin, which is the happiness hormone. But it also releases cortisol, a stress hormone that can interfere with sleep. So if these chemicals are still lingering in your system, you basically will be too excited and stressful at the same time to sleep. While you may feel invincible after running 100 miles, your immune system is now at its weakest. A study found up to 68% of ultra-marathon finishers suffer from an upper respiratory tract infection within 2 weeks of competing. So you might want to avoid sick people and crowded places where you may be exposed to excessive germs. You get a pass for washing or sanitizing your hands regularly, and even carrying a mask with you is not a bad idea. Basically, do all the things your mom would tell you to do to avoid catching a cold. Because your immune system is totally wrecked after running 100 miles, refrain from eating fast junk or processed food that can cause further havoc to your gut microbiome, at least for a few days. Running a 100-mile ultramarathon already generates a lot of breakdown and inflammatory processes in your body. You don't want to compound that by adding tons of inflammatory foods on top of it. Your gut will thank you for sure. Instead of the traditional finisher medals, 100-mile finishers are often awarded with a belt buckle, a custom which stems from ultra running's shared history with long-distance horse races. However, you probably will never wear your hard-earned belt buckles, especially not to social events attended by quote-unquote normal people. Speaking of the belt buckle, if you travel to the race by plane, it will be picked up as a possible bright, sharp object by the TSA agent during security screening. A search of your luggage will be conducted. While it hurts to even bend down to pick up things, non-running exercises such as yoga, easy-paced bike ride, and swimming can help promote active muscle recovery. Keeping the body moving easy can help your body jumpstart the healing process and may help ensure that the injured tissue doesn't become scar tissue. And it may also help with coping with the next challenge. The post-event blue or psychological letdown is no joke and can be a difficult emotional thing to cope with. It can be tough to re-enter a world where people cannot relate to your recent accomplishment, nor do they even want to. Remember, 0.00001% of the world population has completed a 100-mile ultramarathon. Do not even bother trying to explain to your coworkers why you did what you did. Instead, remind yourself that you have more than one thing that defines who you are. Even though the event is over, you still have the memory. It's one reason why I film my events and post them on YouTube. Finally, remember the one and done promise you made after finishing your first 100-miler. Never make a promise you can't keep. Because after all the pain and muscle ache is gone, you'll be looking up on the internet for the next 100 or longer distance race. There you have it, 8 things which I was not prepared for after running a 100-mile ultra marathon. If you have other unexpected post 100-mile run experiences, please do share in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and stay safe everyone.